Well, they did whatever they could to try to lose that game. Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Phillies video cast recapping last night's game between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Chicago Cubs as the Phillies defeat the Cubs both on the score of 6-5. I didn't feel good about this win, right? You blow 2 saves in this one. I mean, just pathetic. And I guess before we get into this video, please subscribe if you have not yet. Please notification bell. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video, and let's get into this. So you walk it off on a pass ball, right? I mean, kind of a weak way to win the game, but a win is a win, I guess, right? The Phillies, somehow find themselves only 3.5 back from the first place spot in the AL East. I mean, they certainly don't deserve it, but you go look at the numbers, that's what they are. I'm going to say it again, they certainly don't deserve it, right? But they are there, yes, they are there, but just crazy, man. They certainly don't deserve it. So you blow 2 saves in this one, not 1, but 2. Ian Kennedy has been an absolute disaster since joining the Phillies, so he blew the 31st and 32nd saves of the season tonight, right? Just crazy. We're now 2 shy of tying the 2004 Colorado Rockies for most blown saves in the season. And they're probably going to break that record. All we have to do is just do it 3 more times, just blow 3 more saves, and we hold that record, right? But yeah, the bullpen's better in 2020, am I right? What we kept being told at the beginning of the season, this bullpen is just a disaster. Ian Kennedy is a disaster. And you're going to go take a look at what he's done since joining the Phils. In 16 games, he's had a 6.60 ERA. He's given up 7 home runs. This guy has been a train wreck. This guy has been nothing short of a disaster. So this was crazy last night, ladies and gentlemen. I just don't get it, ladies and gentlemen. As we pick up the scoring summary at the bottom of the 4th inning, Didi Gregorius grounds into a double play as Bryce Harper comes around to score as the Phillies now lead it 1-0. So Didi Gregorius, not the best job right there. Of course, was not credited with that RBI, right? If you grind in a double play, you're not given the RBI, and it makes sense. That's well deserved, right? I mean, it's just like kind of a win-win for both sides, right? The Phillies get a runs, but the Cubs can collect 2 outs on that play and get the double play. But I definitely think we could have gotten more out of that. But Freddie Galvis made sure of that in the same inning right there in the bottom of the 4th. He homers on a fly ball to right field. His 13th of the season. Number 13 for a guy who used to wear number 13. A 2-run shot also scores Andrew McCutchen. And the Phillies now lead it 3-0. Nice to see Freddie hit our home run at Citizens Bank Park. Getting a nice standing ovation from the crowd, the small crowd that was there, as the Phillies now lead it 3-0. Then we pick it up top of the 5th inning off of Ranger Suarez, who's just been amazing for the Phils. Frank Schwindel homers on a fly ball to right field. The other way, his 13th of the season. A 2-run shot also scores Matt Dovey as the Cubs are now just within 1. Now a 3-2 ball game. So here we go, right? We get a nice 3-0 lead here going into the top of the 5th inning, and then we give up a 2-run shot, right? I mean, Ranger Suarez has been great since short rotation. If you exclude that one mistake right there. We pick it up bottom of the 5th inning. The Phillies got one back as JT Realmuto signals on a line drive to right field the other way. Ranger Suarez comes around 2 scores. The Phillies now lead it 4-2. So JT Realmuto is heating up. You go take a look at his OPS. You go take a look at his batting average. It is getting higher, right? You go take a look at his, those numbers over the last 15. Hitting around 300. I mean, so he's starting to heat up a little bit, which you love to see. So JT doing his job right there. Then we pick it up top of the 8th inning, man. Jose Alvarado does whatever he can to try to lose this game for the Phillies, just like any other guy coming out of that bullpen. Oh my goodness gracious. This guy is just an absolute disaster. This guy has been just nothing short of it. Another guy that's been nothing short of a disaster is Robinson Carrillos. Homers on a fly ball to left field. A 2-run shot also scores the inap. His 5th of the season as the Cubs tie it at 4. I mean, what more do you need to see out of this Jose Alvarado? I just don't understand. This guy has, I'm going to say it again, this guy has just been so weak this year. He's just been way too inconsistent. His stuff is just catching way too much of the plate, so the Cubs tie it at 4. They would pick it up bottom of the 8th inning. JT Realmuto does it again, ladies and gentlemen, as he homers on a fly ball to right center field. His 15th of the season. And the Phillies now retake the lead, now a 5-4 ball game. So JT, as I said before, 3-hit night tonight. He looked pretty good. Number 15 for number 10 as the Phillies now reclaim the lead. Now a 5-4 ball game. So nice to see out of JT going the other way. And we pick it up top of the ninth inning. We do it again. We do it again as we blow another blown save as Matt Duffy homers on a fly ball to left center field. His fourth home run of the season. A solo shot that ties the game at 5 off of Ian Kennedy, and I've given you his numbers. Not very good since joining the Phils, right? As I discussed, this is just sad, right? I mean, any reliever this Phillies team touches just turns to this. It's just garbage. I don't understand it. It's a fact. It's a simple fact. Any reliever this team touches, it just goes away. I don't understand. It's just like a bad touch, right? I don't understand. This bullpen is just a disaster. It's just an absolute disaster. As the Cubs tie it at 5, just unbelievable. It's just like, you know what Alex Carr said? He's like, it's just predictable. You're just waiting for it to happen. You're like, just sitting there waiting, like, let's wait until they blow the lead, right? It almost would feel weird if they did it, because it's just so predictable. I've never seen a team give away so many leads like this. I mean, and for the front office to just be silent about it and say, oh, it's better than 2020, they keep quiet and then they use the better than 2020 excuse and just call it a day. They don't really answer the questions. They don't really address the main issue. So that's my problem. Then we pick it up dominant in the ninth inning. The Phillies win it as Robinson Cleos can't handle it back there. Wasn't a very good pitch. Did go down as a pass ball right on Robinson Cleos. And Andrew Knapp comes around to score, and certainly understands how that works, right? I mean, because he's done it a lot. So it's probably nice for him to see it on the other side since he's done it so many times. He's been on the receiving end of that. And the Phillies win it 6-5 as Andrew Knapp crosses the plate. It was kind of ironic in a way. So the Phillies take the second game of the 3-game set as they look to win the series at 6-5, weather permitting, right? I will be there with Friend of the Bond Phillies updates. Kind of up in the air, right? I mean, we don't know what kind of weather we're going to get there. Take a look at Jubber and Gene Segura. I mean, not very much out of those guys. Combined 0 for 9. Bryce Harper, every night this guy just goes out there and does his job, right? He goes out there and does his job again last night. I mean, this guy is just unbelievable, right? A double, his 34th of the season. He's trying to get a career high in doubles. He just needs to get 39 to surpass his 38 of 2015. His second highest in his career was in 2019 when he had 36. Looking for 39 doubles this year. Also that bunt single up the third base line as well. Also mixing in that intentional walk because they're just so scared to pitch to him. So Bryce, an OPS now at 1,038. It seems like his OPS just goes up every game, it seems like, because he's getting on base. He's just hitting the ball hard. A 309 batting average, which you just love to see. It looks like he's going to hit 300 this year, right? I mean, I was saying in previous videos from years prior, I was thinking, like, can he hit 300 again? Can he hit 300 again? I think he might. He might. Who knows? I said he couldn't, and I said he might. I mean, so who knows? I kind of got predicted myself. J2 heating up, as I said before, a 3-hit night, a 2 RBI night, hitting that solo homer last night, and also getting the RBI single. J2 over the past 7 games, a 304 average, a 385 OBP, and you go take a look at what he's done over the past 15. As I said, a close to 300 average at 296, and a respectable 387 OBP, which is very, very good, right? So as I said, he's turning around. He needs to stay healthy. He has to start at first base. And Didi Gregorius, nothing, right? Nothing out of Didi Gregorius. I think that's what we expect. And Joey Cutcher did score on the Freddie Gavis home run, right? Freddie Gavis got a hold of that. A 3-hit night for Freddie Gavis. He had a good night last night, hitting that homer. I mean, he just hit the ball hard a lot last night. A guy I was knocking yesterday afternoon, he went out there and did his job well. He went out there and did his job well last night. I was very impressed with that. And Andrew Knapp, right, gets to start behind home plate. He goes out there and collects 2 hits, right, and also scoring the game-winning run. And about Ranger Suarez also, scoring. So nice job right there by Ranger Suarez. Go take a look at what he did on the mound. 6 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs and 2 were earned, 1 walk and 8 strikeouts. What dare you even say about this guy anymore? This guy goes out there every single time, it seems like, and this dominates. He just does so well. The only thing I will say, I would like to see him go a little bit deeper. That's one thing he needs to work on. But 6 strong innings, keeping the Phillies in the game. I mean, he's just been great. A 1.50 ERA. This guy has just been great. So go take a look at this stat, right? It's the best single season ERA in Phillies history. Minimum of 80 innings pitched, right? And you go take a look at this list. You have Pete Alexander from 1915, Tug McGraw from 1980, you have Ranger Suarez here from 2021. So it's just amazing, right? He's on that list. That's good company there with Tug McGraw and Pete Alexander, right? That's very, very good company. So his stuff looked good, right? Had movement on it, 8 strikeouts in just 6 innings. He looked very, very good. Just continues to go out there and do his thing, giving up 1 walk. And Hector Neris, another strong inning, right? Hopefully bouncing back from that kind of a rough appearance he had against the Colorado Rockies on Sunday. Jose Alvarado, I've run out of things to say about you. You are just an epic disaster. A 4.13 ERA, getting one of the 2 guys to get a blown save. When I saw it, I'm like, 31 blown saves. I wonder how long it will take them to get the record this year, because they're going to get it. They're going to set the record for the most blown saves this season. You just know, you're just waiting for it, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to happen. With 17 games left to play, they're going to find a way to do this. Watch. All they need to do is just blow 3 more saves, and they have that record. They're going to do it. They're at least going to tie it. The record sits at 34, set by the 2004 Colorado Rockies. So, they're probably going to do it. But Jose Alvarado, I'm going to say it again. He could go 101 miles an hour. Cool, man. Can you locate it? No, you cannot. You just, sometimes he just serves up cookies. And he just did not have it tonight, giving up. And he just didn't have it last night, giving up that 2-run shot right there. So disappointing. He ain't kind of the guy that's not been good since the start in the Phillies uniform, man. This guy's not been good since donning the red pinstripes. We showed you the numbers, right? An over 6 ERA, creeping up towards the 7 mark. This guy has not had it. Another guy, as I said at the beginning of this video, guy, any of the Phillies touch. It's just terrible. It just automatically just makes them terrible. I don't understand it. I never will. It seems like I just never will understand it. But that is how the cookie crumbles. But it's a win is a win, right? They tried whatever they could, like I said in the intro. They tried whatever they could to try to lose this game, but they failed. Thank God they failed. As the Phillies are now 1 game over 500, as they sit at 73-72. Just absolutely nuts, right? As I discussed before, only 3.5 back for the first base spot in the NL East, and they are 3 games back from the second wild card spot. As I discussed before, the St. Louis Cardinals hold a 1.5 game lead over the Cincinnati Reds and San Diego Padres. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens there. The Padres and Dodgers, a team, I both thought they had it locked, right? Of course, the Dodgers do. But the Padres, man, what's going on with them? Remind me of the 2019 Phils a little bit. A team had a lot of hype around them going in, and they just I don't know what happened. They kind of fell off. They were in there for a while, but they looked like a dominant team, and they have just fell off. Yu Darvish, a guy that has just been horrible, right? Ever since the substance checks, you could tell he was cheating, has not been there. So a 6-5 victory. So 6-5, the first pitch tonight. Cotton Hendricks on the mound for Chicago. 14-6 with a 4.54 advantage. No, do not get him confused with Kyle Kendrick. I had somebody say, is that the same? Of course, it's Hendricks. Somebody, I think, just because the name sounds familiar. Kyle Hendricks, right? It kind of sounds a little similar. Do not get that confused. And an opener for the Phils. Oh boy. I don't really feel too confident about this one. Throwback Thursday. I will be there. So guys, if you just watch this video, please subscribe if you haven't yet. Please hit the notification bell. Please like this video. Comment on this video. Share this video. Check out the social media. Link in the description section. At Phillies Hats of Instagram. TikTok, Instagram. Call or text 267-225-3392. Email me. PhilliesHatsOf@gmail.com. So 6-5 the first pitch tonight. So a Hendricks and an opener for the Phils. So I will be there tonight to cheer on the Phils. So guys, thanks for watching. I'm Luke, and I'll talk to you later. Let's go Phils. I'll see you guys.